share, like, when you're going through your process, you talked about positioning and things like that. Can we talk a little bit about positioning in the marketplace? And I'd like to give people listening a little bit of a sense of what role these pieces of the puzzle play in actually creating your loyal fans, right? Your cult following, if you will, using your name, and how that works. Can you make a connection for us on that?
Yeah, I think positioning is the articulation of what is the most distinct and desirable part of your business. The positioning is synonymous with like enviable differentiation. Why us, right? What I think is, and positioning statements oftentimes become copywriting exercises when they should be business strategy exercises.
Yeah.
Because there's two parts to that equation: distinct and desirable, right? So distinct means this is why I'm different than all the other choices, and very few businesses are not overwhelmed with viable choices. Right? I mean, you just take hamburgers as an example and pick any hamburger chain. Any one of them could go out of business, and it's not like people would stop eating hamburgers. They would go find a decent substitute, right? Because they're just all really pretty good, right? It's very rare to find, the one that's so exceptional or the one that's so horrible, right?
Right.
So the commoditization, particularly in North America, makes the distinctiveness part very difficult. And the reality is there's not a lot of distinction. It's why 95% of new products fail within the first 36 months. Is you come out with the new ranch dressing with a hint more peppercorn. And it's like, really? There's already 19 choices on the aisle right now for ranch dressing. I didn't need that one, right? And then the second part's desirability, because you can be different, but it doesn't mean that you're better.
Right.
You might lean into something that's distinctly different, but that's distinctly different on purpose. Like nobody wanted that. And so you providing it's not actually solving a legitimate need. Right.
Yeah.
And so I remember Elon Musk with, Tesla is one of our favorite cult brands and has built just this remarkable, sort of challenger brand, not just to any brand, but to all traditional automotive companies. And he talked a lot about the entrepreneurial challenge is that there's too much mediocre advantage. Like too many things are 20% better. Like if Tesla was a 20% better Prius, Tesla would fail. Tesla had to be a 200% better Prius in order to do what it's doing. And that marketing's job is to create things that are 200% better, not 20% better with advertising that makes it seem like it's 200% better. And that's what most mediocre brands are. They're like, we're mediocre, so let's create other distractions to fool people into thinking that we're actually better. And we're just like, why? Why aren't we? And the reality is it's because most marketers don't even have the skill sets to do it anymore. Most marketers are advertisers, and most advertisers are storytellers and designers and writers. And so they're not really getting into the customer journey. They're not getting into the product experience. They're not getting into the brand purpose and some of the things that they're not getting into, even just managing tribes of consumers. One of my favorite brands is Yeti. Yeti, they don't have channel managers. They're not trying to maximize their email or their website convert. I shouldn't say they're not. Of course they are. But their core competency as a business is managing a segment of people. So they have, customer segment managers who understand rodeo or surfing or snowboarding, and they try to add value into those communities. View necessary evil or maybe some outsourced service. Yeah, now we got to, do some SEO work, or we got to do some email work, or we got to buy some print ads.
Right.
But that's the opposite, right? Most companies spend all their time perfecting their channel management and neglecting the customer segments that they serve.